Welcome to Cassell Coliseum. I'm Wesley Clarke here with Connor Mardian, and we got the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Yeah, for Wake Forest, they are having a bit of a struggle offensively this season, with Jewel Spears being their leading scorer, averaging just 14.6 points per game, and she is their only scorer over 10 points.
Yeah, so for the starting lineup for Virginia Tech, J.J. Amore, Taylor Soule, Kayla King, Kiana Traylor, Elizabeth Kitley, and for Wake Forest, Kai Harrison, Olivia Samel, Elise Williams, Joelle Spear, and Hines at the center.
Yeah, when you look at Virginia Tech, they're
Hines.
strong. When you look at Virginia Tech, they're strong all around. But for Wake Forest, it's really their defense that takes priority, as they allow just 57 points per game, which is third in the league, and 37.2 points from the field. 37.2% from the field.
Virginia Tech coming off the win against Pittsburgh, a 69-62 win. JoJo Amore, 21 points. Elizabeth Kitley, 13 rebounds, 13 points. So it was a nice win for them. And for Wake Forest, coming off a two-game skid, they lost to Miami away and lost to Notre Dame up in South Bend as well as away. And, you know, their defense is what wins ball games. Here comes tip-off. Enter Sandman being sung by the fans. And here we go. Tip-off is up, and Kitley wins the tip. Virginia Tech ball. Georgia Amore calling her play. She dribbles to the right side. Up of the wing. Taps it down to Kitley. Kitley one-on-one with Hines. She goes up. A fade move, and it's in. 2 points. First possession, 2 points for Virginia Tech. 2-0 Hokies. So bringing the ball is Wake Forest. It's number 2, Kai Harrison. A three by Spears is off the mark. And a rebound for Virginia Tech. Amore going up fast. Past half court. Going to the left side. In the corner is King. King passes out to Kitley. Again, Kitley driving. Another fade move for her. And that is in. 2 shots, 4 points for Elizabeth Kitley. 4-0 Virginia Tech.
Kitley is now just one field goal away from breaking Virginia Tech all-time field goals made.
There you go. Coming in with, she needed 3 more. And 1 away already. Wake Forest dumps it down below. Passes it out to the perimeter. Harrison in the corner, on the right corner. Looking for some teammate to come get it. She's trapped in the corner. Pass it to Hines. Now she's dribbling up to the top of the key. Dribbling on Amore. Fake move. Shot off the mark. And Kitley with the rebound. Amore bringing it up. 4-0 Virginia Tech. King in the corner. Tech driving. That is Traylor. Traylor to Kitley. Kitley double teamed in the down low, and the ball is stolen. Hines takes it away from Kitley. So the first turnover for Virginia Tech is down low. They were double teaming Kitley and couldn't get the ball out. Williams with the ball up top. She's at the free throw line. Shot wide open. And there's the first 2 points for Wake Forest. It's 4-2.
Yeah, Virginia Tech clearly prioritizing getting the ball to Kitley down low, although great defense by Wake Forest at the block to rip it away.
It's not exactly a mismatch down below with Kitley and Hines. They're both relatively the same height. Tech driving. There's to Traylor down to Kitley again. Another shot for her, and no good. So 2 for 3 as of right now. Here's a 3 from Wake Forest, and it's banked in.
Yeah,
They brought up the ball and just kind of shot it.
Yeah, Jewel Spear with her three-point, a banked-in three-point, not pretty, but it's what counts as Wake Forest claims their first lead of the game.
Spear averaging 14.6 points per game, the leading scorer on the team. Amore on top of the key, looking for Kitley down below. They give it to Soule. Soule to King. King for the shot. Tries to bank it in, but it's no good. Rebound Wake Forest. Wake Forest bring it up. It's a 3-on-4. Williams is going to reset the offense. Harrison with the ball, top of the key near the logo. Trying to look for Spear, but nothing's happening. Virginia Tech playing good defense. Hines atop the key to center. Spear going down low. Harrison has room for a 3, but she's not going to take it. She's dribbling to the left side. Shot from the free throw line is missed. Rebound Amore. So bringing up the ball. This was Virginia Tech. That was Traylor with the rebound, actually. The Amore driving. Nowhere to go. Amore pass to Traylor and rebound Virginia Tech. Kitley trying to get in. It's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, good offensive rebound by Taylor Soule. Last time out against Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech had 13 offensive rebounds, one of their highest margins of the season, although that one could not convert to any points.
So Kiana Traylor got the defensive rebound, able to bring it down the court. She misses her own shot, then rebound by her teammate, Taylor Soule. But it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Demon Deacons. So Spear with a three-point shot is missed. And going down the court is Amor. Amor driving to the right side in the corner. She's got to pass it out. She's stuck down to Kitley. It's a one-on-one with her and Hines. A move. Picks up her dribble. Almost passes out of bounds to Amor. And a foul on Hines. The first for the game for the Demon Deacons.
Yeah, getting a little bit too physical right there up against Kitley, as Kitley is still remaining just one field goal away from the Virginia Tech all-time field goal records.
Ashley Wuzu coming in. And Deja Gregg in for Virginia Tech. Passing the ball is Amor. Looking for Kitley, but nothing there. Pass it all the way to Wuzu, top of the key. Passing out to Kitley down low on the left, on the right side. Looking for something, but nowhere to go. Amor top of the logo. Dribbling left side, but guarded by Harrison. Harrison, Amor for three. No good. Rebound, Wake Forest. Hines down there low and gets her rebound to bring up the ball. Elise Williams, top of the key for Wake Forest. Spear in the corner on the wing. Down to Hines. Hines guarded by Kitley. A wide open layup, and it's good. And she's fouled by Ashley Owuzu. So it's going to be a three-point play for Hines, the center of Wake Forest.
Yeah, great play right there. The backdoor cut really caught Ashley Owuzu off guard.
So Virginia Tech started this game 4-0, and a 7-0 run for Wake Forest. Here's the free throw, and it's in. 8-0 run for Wake Forest. Zaya Gregg passed it to Amor. They're playing kind of a half pressure defense, bringing two guys over to guard whoever the ball handler. Amor to Gregg. Amor top of the key. King going across the baseline, setting herself in the back right corner for a possible three on a drive. Pass to Amor again. She shoots a three, and that is no good. Rebound and another jump ball. So it was King and Olivia Sami going for the rebound, ended up being a jump ball, so it's probably going to be Virginia Tech's way, but we have a TV timeout. Wake Forest up 8-4 with 4:53 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to 33-4 Sports. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum. Wake Forest up 8-4 early on Virginia Tech with 4:53 to go. We're going to do a quick little stat. So Olivia Samia, no points on the board, and then Elise Williams has 5 total points. She's 2 for 2 from the field. Spear had that 1-3 to get them on the board. And that's it. That's their 8 points. And then for Virginia Tech, Kitley has both. And remember that she's 1 field goal away from breaking Virginia Tech's record. Connor, what does Virginia Tech have to do to get back in this game?
Yeah, I think they have to work more for Georgia Amor. She's shooting over 2 right now. We know she can get hot from beyond the arc. She's also sitting just 5 assists away from breaking the Virginia Tech all-time ACC play and assist. She has 1 so far, but yet 0 points. Elizabeth Kitley, as you mentioned, just 1 field goal away. She's playing very well, but she already has the first turnover, and Ashley Owuzu with the first personal foul. One thing that's going to be key for Virginia Tech is staying out of foul trouble, as they usually only have to play 6 or 7 players throughout the whole entire game.
Exactly. Amor 1 assist, King 2 rebounds, Kitley 1 rebound, also a turnover, but then she has all the points for Virginia Tech. They're really feeding her the ball here early in the game down the paint. We'll see if they continue to do that. Amor struggling from 3 as of right now. She's 0 for 2. Both shots have been from 3. We'll see what Virginia Tech can do, or see what Wake Forest can come up with and upset the Hokies here at home. So Amor going to pass it in. Amor to Kitley. Going to give it to Amor right away, coming from a handoff to the left side. They give it to King for top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound Owuzu back up there. Rebound Kitley. Second effort. It's good. There it is. She breaks the Virginia Tech field goal record and has all points. She's got 6. There's a 3-point play. Field goal. The layup and the free throw is good. Kaya Harrison bringing up the ball, so it's 8-7 just like that. Wake Forest. Pass it down low. Wake Forest driving, looking for something. That is Nia Becker in the game for Wake Forest. Williams looking for something. Williams to Livia. Wake Forest driving, pass across the court is picked off by Amor. Amor dribbling up the ball. Top of the key, looking for Kitley. No, gets Wuzu on the right side. Amor has some room, but she's not going to take the shot. Here comes Greg Pick, but not used. King in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, Kaya Harrison. Kaya Harrison is met by Amor in the corner. They give it to Williams. Williams driving. And a blocking foul on Ashley Owuzu. Tech's second foul of the game. It's going to be on the floor foul. Kai Harrison will be passing in from the baseline. So Kiana Traylor back in the game for Virginia Tech. Owuzu is out. Wake Forest passes it down low. That is Olivia. Olivia to Williams, and that ball's tipped out of bounds. Virginia Tech possession. Greg passing in, and Amor going to bring it up. Sending the offense is Amor. She dribbles to the right, get a Kitley top of the key to Greg. Now she dribbles the top of the key. Give it to King down low. Trailer in the corner. She's going to dump it down to Kitley. Kitley, immediate shot, and it's fouled. So fouled on the shot. It's going to be 2 free throws for Elizabeth Kitley. Going to try to get her 8th and 9th point. So it's 8-7 Wake Forest. They have an opportunity to take the lead right here on these 2 free throws.
Yeah, one thing I think to look out for is the play of Ashley Obosu. She broke her pinky about 7 weeks ago. She made a return against Pittsburgh, but she already has 2 personal fouls here tonight.
First free throw for Kitley is good. Second free throw up and no good. Rebound, Wake Forest. No, it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be Wake Forest. Fans not happy about that. 2 Wake Forest defenders were on it, and an offensive Tech player, and fans wanted to go Tech's way, but it doesn't. Kai Harrison bringing up the ball for the Demon Deacons. Passes it to Becker on the wing. Near the elbow. Here comes Spear dribbling. She loses her ball, but gets it back. Here's Becker at the elbow, looking for a shot, looking for something. She passes it all the way to Spear on the right wing. Wing tightly guarded by Amor. Oh, crossover move. She's a wide open shot. No good. Able to get past Amor. Kind of crossed her up a little bit. Driving is Virginia Tech. Cross pass to King in the corner. Trailer to Amor. Amor looking for a shot, and a traveling violation by Georgia Amor. She was faking a shot but picked up her feet. Then came back down and did not dribble. So it's going to be a turnover for Virginia Tech and Wake Forest ball.
I think you are seeing better play from Virginia Tech, certainly moving the ball around, not relying on Kitley as much as the game wears on here in the first quarter.
I agree. Tie game, 2:49 to go. Demon Deacons ball looking for Becker in the paint. She's on trying to get a reverse layup, and it's in. A nice move by Nia Becker. Her first 2 points of the game. She came off the bench for Hines and Williams and has done a good job with ball control. Kitley down low. Another fade shot for her, and it's in. So Georgia Amor and Elizabeth Kitley leading the way. A quick shot by Harrison is missed, so rebound for Virginia Tech. 10 points for Kitley. Virginia Tech has 10 points. She has all of them. Already has double digits. Kitley wide open. Getting in the way, and a charging foul on Elizabeth Kitley. Becker came into the paint, and the ref says she threw an elbow into her chest, and Wake Forest is going to get the ball back.
already 3 personal fouls for Virginia Tech compared to just the 1 by Wake Forest.
So Kitley's got 2 turnovers already. Kaya to Becker on the left wing. Looking for something down low. Pick. And a missed shot by Becker at the top of the key, right in front of the 3-point line. King to Trailer. Back to King, top of the key. Back and forth between the two. Here's Virginia Tech driving. It's Soul. She's going to get fouled on the shot. And going to be 2 free throws for her. Kayla Soul shot 39.9% from 3. Second in the ACC behind her teammate Amor. Averages 9 points per game. 2.9 rebounds. 1.3 assists. So 12 points against UNC 5 days ago. That was the last double-digit game. Looking for her first 2 points today. Will someone score besides Elizabeth Kitley?
I don't think so, no.
Here's the first free throw, and it's in. So Kitley doesn't have any more, does not control all the points, as Soul has 1 point and has her second free throw coming up. Virginia Tech finally takes the lead after their 4-0 run in the beginning of the game. Now it's 11-10. Second free throw. It's in. 12-10 Virginia Tech. Here comes a substitution. Hines is coming in for Becker. And Virginia Tech also having a sub. So Taylor Geeman coming in for Tech. King gonna sit down. And Kai Harrison bring up the ball. So Kitley's also out for Virginia Tech. Here comes Wake Forest, a one-on-one matchup. Back to Kai Harrison on top of the key. That's Ashley Andrews has the ball. Now she dumps it down to her teammate Spears. Spears out to Olivia, top of the key. Now she dumps it down to Spears again. Kai Harrison tried to cut through the paint, but Wake Forest forgot that there was a shot clock. 30 seconds, they couldn't find anything.
Typically stingy defense by Wake Forest, but that defense has been shown by Virginia Tech forced that shot clock violation, leaving Wake Forest with no opportunities.
So Virginia Tech ball, who's Amor in the corner. Trailer looking for a drive. She's driving, a one-on-one. She passes it in the corner to her teammate, Greg. Greg looking for a 3. She's driving. She passes one defender. She's going to float it up, and it's good. 14-10 Virginia Tech, 32 seconds to go. Kai Harrison, who's been in the game the whole time, is bringing up the ball for Wake Forest. Pass to Spears on the right wing. Back to Kaya. Then to Ashley. Kai had a shot there for 3, but didn't take it. Now she's driving with her left hand. Now left hand's Ashley rebounds Kaya, and a traveling violation. So it was good defense by Virginia Tech. It was swatted away from Ashley Andrews, but ended up going to the teammate's hand of Kai Harrison, but then they gave her a traveling violation. Here comes number 32, Alexandra Shrugs from Fayetteville, North Carolina. She's in the game, replacing Hines. 7 seconds to go. Trailer going to bring the ball. Pick from Greg. A quick shot from her. No good. It's off the left side of the rim and goes out of bounds. 2.2 seconds for Wake Forest as Shrugs going to pass it in. They're going to give press defense. They don't want a shot. They give to Spears. Is she going to shoot it off? And no, she does not. Shoots it off and gets it stuck behind the basket after the whistle. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Virginia Tech 14, Wake Forest 10 here on 3304 Sports. We're going to get a quick break and be right back. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum. Virginia Tech up 14-10 to end the first quarter. Elizabeth Kitley. She beat the field goal record made. She passed Tara Williams, who played for Virginia Tech from 1997 to 2001. She had 694, and Elizabeth Kitley now has 696. So she has passed it by 2. Of course, Elizabeth Kitley is a senior. She has the possibility of giving a COVID year, and we'll see if she comes back. So 14-10. Elizabeth Kitley, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the field. And here we go. It's going to start out the second quarter. Wake Forest's ball. And a foul on. It's going to be an on-ball foul on Kayla King, her first of the game. So it's going to be a pass from Kai Harrison, who's played the whole first quarter. She's still in. Give her teammate Spear, and back to Harrison on the handoff. Passes Spear on the wing. Looking for a pass down low to Olivia. Olivia driving on Kitley. She looks for a shot. No good. She's short. Showing that shot. It hit the side of the rim. It doesn't go in. Drella bring up the ball for Tech. Dribbles her left hand to left side of the court. Up to Wuzu on the Carillion Clinic logo. King down low to Kitley. She's looking for Soul. Soul one-on-one. A spin move. It's up and no good, but she is fouled. Is going to a free throw line for the second time today. Looking for points 3 and 4.
Yeah, ref calling the fouls pretty evenly between the two sides.
I agree. So here's Soul, the free throw line. Fans waiting. The first shot's up, and it's good. 3 from 3 from the line for Taylor Soul. She's got 3 points. A silent crowd waiting for the second free throw. It's up, and it is good. 4 for 4 from the line for Soul. She has 4 points. And Kai Harrison bringing up the ball once again for Virginia Tech, and give it to her teammate Spears, the team leader in points. Kai with the hair off on the left side. Dribbling, give to Spears again. They're going back and forth between each other. Spears with the 3, and bam! Got it to go. 16-13 for Virginia Tech. Amore's out of the game, so Trailer is going to be the one bringing up the ball as of right now. So gives it to Kitley, top of the key. Owuzu dribbling back to King. Owuzu driving. A mismatch with Kaya. Down to Soul as she dribbles with her left hand and scores with her left hand. So back both possessions, it ended up being Soul scoring. She has 6 points. Oh, off the foot of Wake Forest, Elise Williams, who's been one of the bright spots the last couple games. But that time she dribbles off the foot and it goes out of bounds. So Georgia Amore back in the game, and King is going to sit down. Virginia Tech bring up the ball. Kiana Trailer. And Amore doing the point guard passing. It's going to be Soul gets past it, but she's going to be rejected. Amore with a long 3. Boom! What a shot from way downtown. She had time. She had time to pass it to a teammate, but she was feeling it. Wake Forest needs an answer. Top of the key is Kaya looking to drive. She's guarded definitely. Oh, and she drives in to Georgia Amore in a charging foul. She lowered her shoulder, and that's going to be called every single time. You cannot do that. Wake Forest looks like they just called a timeout, and they did. A nice run by Virginia Tech, 21-13. It's a 7-3 run to start the quarter with 7:43 to go. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum. Georgia Amore got her first points of the game on the 3. Taylor Soul 6 points. She's 4 for 4 from the line, and then had a nice layup with her left hand. And then, of course, Kitley, the bright spot, 10 points and 5 rebounds already for Elizabeth Kitley. And Wake Forest, Kai Harrison she's 0 for 3. She has no points. She's been playing the whole time. She has 2 turnovers, 1 rebound, and that is it. And then Jewel Spear really leading the way with 6 points. But, I mean, Wake Forest has to find an answer if they want to beat Virginia Tech.
Yeah, per usual, over the past 6 games, Elise Williams has been having fantastic play. The sophomore averaging 12 points. She's expected to be one of the leading scorers in Jewel Spear. As you mentioned, shooting 2 for 5 with 6 points, leading her team. But Wake Forest certainly has to step it up on the defensive side. We know one of the best defenses in the nation coming into this, yet 4 of their 5 starters have negative in the plus-minus category.
Yeah, so we've been saying Kai Harrison a lot. She's 8.2 points per game. She only had 6 points against Miami. And here's Georgia Amore in the corner. She's trying to get out of it. She passes the trailer. Trailer's to Owuzu. Owuzu driving. She's got a lane, and it's no. Oh, she misses the layup. She could have used the board, but she didn't for some reason. So Spear on Amore in the corner on the opposite side of the court. A missed opportunity for Virginia Tech on that last possession. They had a wide open 3 and a wide open layup, and they did not contribute. Ball movement for Wake Forest, an off-ball foul. Spear was shooting the ball, but I think it's going to be a moving screen. So a moving screen on Spear. Deja Gregg back in for Virginia Tech. And Kiana Traylor still bringing up the ball even though Amore is in the game. Trying to find Amore to get more possessions. Amore quick with her left hand scores. A quick pass and blows by her defender, Kaya Harrison, to get on the board. She has 5 points. Kaya Harrison looking for her first points. The Spear down low to Hines. Hines the center for Wake Forest. Hasn't played much. Off the leg of Wake Forest, and it's going for Virginia Tech's way.
Yet another turnover committed by Wake Forest. I believe there's 6 already in this game as we're still 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
So trailer out and King is in, so Amore will be probably bringing up the ball. Although it looks like Owuzu, one of the big players for Tech. Bring it up. So Amore back to Owuzu. Owuzu to King. King to Owuzu again. Back to King on the perimeter. She's driving. Has a lane and fouled on the attempt for 2 points. The basket does not go in, but she'll get 2 free throws. So King, Kayla King, 9 points per game from Greensboro, North Carolina, averages 9 points, 2.9. She was the one with 39.9% from 3. Her first free throw is up and good. Both Amore and King, the big leaders from the 3-point perimeter for the Hokies. First shot is good. Waiting for the second. Kayla King can get her second points of the game. And it's off. But rebound by Gregg. An offensive rebound on a free throw. Pass to Owuzu to Amore on top of the key. Can Tech answer? Amore with the shot. Offside. Off the rim. But Gregg with the rebound again. Offensive rebound, but she misses. Hines with the deflection. Nice contested shot by Wake Forest. They had 2 defenders on here. Spear looking for a 3, and she takes it, and it breaks off the backside of the rim and rebound Gregg. She's got 3 rebounds in the span of about 40 seconds. Owuzu driving, fouled, and doesn't go in, but she's going to the free throw line. Wake Forest 2 possession, and has committed 2 fouls immediately. Defensive rebounds have been a problem for Wake Forest in today's game, and you cannot do that. You cannot give the 12th best team in the country second opportunities. Virginia Tech up 11, 24-13 with 5:46. Here's Owuzu's first free throw, and it's off the mark. She does not have points today. Only player on the court on Tech's side that does not have points, and she gets her first point. So everyone has at least 1 point. King and Owuzu both have 1 free throw. So here comes Kaya Amore. They're giving her room to shoot a 3, but she's not taking it. Dribbling with the left side of the wing. Kaya still has the ball. to Williams, top of the rim and off. And rebound, Wake Forest. So an offensive rebound for them finally. And Wake Forest has another opportunity. She's going to dump it low. A dangerous pass to Hines. It goes through, and it goes in. There was 2 defenders who put their hands up, try to deflect the pass, but it was a perfectly placed pass, and Hines gets 2 points. So Virginia Tech moving the ball. King to Owuzu. It's Greg Owuzu King at the perimeter, and Owuzu King in the corner for 3. Off the mark, but gets her own rebound. She drives, passes to Kitley in traffic, and that is going to be a turnover. An ill-advised pass from Kayla King. She could have drove herself and gone up, try to get 2 points. Oh, an overthrow pass. Not close. Pass from Lisa Williams. Down low. And goes way over the head of her teammate. It was Ashley Andrews. Ashley Andrews averages 15.8 minutes per game. She's in there. She's been in there for a while already. Tech with the ball. It gives to Kitley. A shot, and it's in. Seems like she's on easy mode in a video game tonight. 5 for 6. Demon Deacons moving the ball. Need to find an answer. Hand it off to Kaya Harrison. On the wing. Looking for a shot. It's no good. But rebound Harrison. She has the opportunity as Amor's on the ground. But Amor gets up quickly. She's going one-on-one. Driving with her left hand. A shot. It's good. And 1. Exactly what she needed. Exactly what Wake Forest needed. And they can lower the score to single digits to 9 points.
Yeah, Wake Forest going on a little bit of a run here, as we saw a great play right there by Kaya Harrison as she steps up to the line. She's leading her team in minutes of 16 and her team in rebounds, which is certainly odd coming from the guard position, but she's certainly working for Wake Forest.
So here's Harrison. Can she complete the 3-point play? And she does. Played 5 years of high school varsity basketball. She started as an 8th grader, which is very rare in basketball, or just in high school sports in general. Get Kitley down low, trying to shoot a 3. She's going up against her. Another fade shot for her, and almost goes in. Could have had her 14th point. So Kai Harrison has the ball, trying to drive again on Amor. They need her to contribute a lot more than she does. Driven left hand, looking to pass. A jump shot for her in the paint, and airballs it. Rebound Hines. Hines out to the perimeter again. She's going to throw it all the way to Harrison. Harrison driving in the corner for 3. An air ball again. Second air ball in 1 possession. Up to Hines down low. And rebound Kitley. A total disaster for Wake Forest on that offensive possession. Georgia Amor top of the key. It goes in. No one guarding her. No one near her. Harrison's supposed to be guarding her. And she wasn't even close. So 30-18 for Virginia Tech. So here's Spear to Williams. She's driving, and it is another turnover. Driving is Amor. She's going to lay it up, and it's too hard. Soul with the rebound. Trailer to Amor in the corner for 3. Off the side of the rim. Kaya Harrison, a 2-on-1. Trying to drive on Trailer, and she gets fouled. A blocking foul on Trailer. Kiana Trailer. So a lot going on. A lot of, looks like, disorganization from Wake Forest, trying to find their groove again. I mean, last possession, Hines had the opportunity. I mean, the pass went well over her head from Elise Williams. Elise Williams now out of the game. And Spear not in the game as well. Oh, Spear just came back in. So here's a free throw shot for Kaya Harrison. And it goes in. So averages 8.2 points per game. And has 4 points right now. Can get her 5th right here. It's in. You know, we talked about the defense winning tonight's game, and I think it's becoming true because there's a lot of offense already in this half.
Yeah, it's a real lack of defense by Wake Forest so far, allowing 30 points of playing time remaining in the second. We'll be able to see if they can step it up here.
The pass down to Kitley is mishandled, but Amor is able to get the ball back. She's trying to get to Kitley. She's chopped in the corner, down to Kitley. She's able to get it through, but now she's getting double teamed. She can't go anywhere. Pass to Sol, and it's out of bounds. Great defense by Wake Forest. We just talked about how they were lacking on the defensive side, and they're able to come up with a turnover. Kitley, another turnover for her.
Yeah, Wake Forest clearly switching up the scheme, double teaming players whenever they enter the block, something that may help them as this game progresses.
So Kaya Harrison brings the ball with 1:50 to go. She's been the point guard the entire time for Wake Forest. They need her to come up big the rest of the way out. Wake Forest looking for a three, it seems like. Just on the perimeter, gives to Kaya Harrison again. They got 7 seconds. They got to do something. Here's Conley. Bats down to Hines. A bad pass, but Hines going to shoot the ball on the elbow, and it's off. And another air ball for Wake Forest. That's 3 air balls in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I believe that resulted in their second shot clock violation of the game. Real step up in defense by Virginia Tech thus far.
So Sol inbounded to Amor. Drove it to the left side with the left hand. Kitley with the pick. She's going to drive the back double pick with Sol and Kitley. Sol has a 3. She can take it, but it's a cross past the King to trailer back to King. Amor for 3, and it's in! What a shot! Amor starting to feel herself from 3. She's 3 from 6. 3 for 6 on the behind the arc, and has 11 points. Kai Harrison to Hines. Passing again, and a terrible pass by Wake Forest, trying to force it. And with 37 seconds to go, Virginia Tech will have another possession as they're up 13, 33-20. Amor taking her sweet time on what is probably their last possession of the half. Pick by Sol. Sol down low. She has an open man to King if she can get to her. She passed the King, but someone breaks down defense for her. Sol passes it to Trailer. Trailer has a lane, and a pass, and it's in! And a charging foul. The points are not going to count. She kind of led her right hip into the defender. It goes into Hines, the center for Wake Forest. And they changed the call. The refs came together, and I think the 2 other refs disagreed with the call, and they're going to give Trailer her 2 points and an and 1 and a 3-point possibility, 3-point play possibility here with this free throw shot.
Yeah, for Virginia Tech, this is a great way to swing the momentum back in their favor. Originally, the foul was against them, but very nicely caught by the refs. Ended up being deemed as a blocking foul, so an and 1 opportunity, as you mentioned.
Yeah, Trailer going full speed into the paint. Hines kind of came out of nowhere, getting in her way, which could have led to an injury. So I was kind of surprised they called it charging foul at first, but the refs decided to change it. Here's the free throw, and it's off the mark. Sol had the opportunity to get the rebound, but goes over her head. So here's Spears with 8 seconds to go. She wants a shot herself. She's driving with her right hand. She shoots it, and another air ball. Another air ball for Wake Forest.
It looked like she was trying to draw a charge right there or something, or maybe she just messed with the clock. She had plenty of time to get a play running.
Yeah, there's 2.1 seconds left. You had plenty of time. Here's Trailer. She's going to shoot the 3/4 shot, and it's off the backboard. And that's going to do it for the half. Virginia Tech really came up big in the second half of the second quarter. They outscore them 21-10. Georgia Amor, the bright spot in the second quarter, 11 points. She's 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Kitley had a big first quarter, had a couple points in the second quarter, but has 12 points in total. She has 2 steals, 1 block. Does have 3 turnovers. She's going to want to limit that going into the second half. 6 rebounds, so 4 rebounds away from getting another double-double. Now, Kai Harrison, the point guard for Wake Forest, she got 5 points near the tail end of the second quarter, and had 6 points for Jarrell Spear, who's really just forcing it shots up, and Wake Forest really has to work on their passing. Lots of turnovers. Nia Becker has 2 points. Elise Williams got 5 points, and then 2 points for Hines down low. But that's going to do it for the half. Virginia Tech 35, Wake Forest 20. We'll be back here on 3304 Sports.
Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum. I'm Mardian, alongside me, Wes Clarke. We're here covering Virginia Tech versus Wake Forest. Virginia Tech has a 35-20 lead as we're about to enter into the third quarter. A night for the record books for Elizabeth Kitley, as she's now the Virginia Tech all-time field goals made leader for women's basketball history, passing Terry Williams. And she's also sitting just 7 rebounds shy of 1,000 rebounds. A night for her to certainly never forget. For Georgia Amor, the guard out of Australia, she's sitting 4 assists shy of holding the Virginia Tech all-time ACC record for assists. Meanwhile, for Wake Forest Demon Deacons, although they are struggling, Jewel Spears is just 4 points shy of moving up to 23rd all-time in Wake Forest Demon Deacons women's basketball points. Wes, what has been the difference between these two sides thus far?
You know, we talked about the defensive effort and what what Wake Forest had to come in and do. They're third in the ACC. The top 5 in the ACC and points allowed on defense, and that's big time for them coming into a game where they had to face the 12th best team in the country. But I mean, when you look at the points, it's just the 3-point shots from Georgia Amor, the passing it down low to Elizabeth Kitley. They are getting second efforts as well. I mean, they have just gotten tons and tons of offensive rebounds and just pretty much just ignoring anything that Wake Forest needed to try to compete in this game. And as of right now, if this game continues, Virginia Tech will win by 20 plus. Wake Forest really has to come up big.
Starting off the second half, King gives it down to Trailer to Georgia Amor here at top of the key. Amor down to Kitley, top of the block, being guarded very tightly by Hines. And it's a 2-point bucket, good for Taylor Soul as she picks up just her 8th point of this game. Quick offense being ran by Wake Forest here. Ball is being moved very nicely. Looks to be Harrison at the top of the key. She drives in. Her shot rims in and out, but it rims right back in at the last second. Her 2-point shot is good. Both teams start off hot here early on to the third quarter. Amor setting up the offense for Virginia Tech. She passes to Trailer. Trailer gets a nice screen stash. She moves the ball back to Amor. Wake Forest's zone seems to be causing Virginia Tech some problems, but the ball is being moved very nicely. Soul drives in with a right-hand layup, and it's no good. Ball is being reclaimed by Olivia Sumio. Sumio to Harrison. Harrison's played every single minute thus far. Harrison passes the ball. Wake Forest is looking for any type of movement here from any of their teammates to Elise Williams. Williams drives in off a screen by Hines. Ball is being passed up and down this arc. Ball's being passed right back to Elise Williams. Williams with a nice find inside to Jewel Spear, and she gets fouled as she puts up a shot. She'll be going to the line. Jewel Spear looking to find her 9th and 10th point here at the line.
Yes,
for the Wake Forest Demon
Spear
Deacons.
has started every game since she came to Wake Forest, and she was ACC leading scorer in 2021 and 2021 season, ACC first team, and a gold medalist for the 19U team. Was the 10th overall recruit in Texas. She's from the Conley, Texas.
Her first free throw is good. She's lining up for her second. And it is also good. Quick 2 points for the Demon Deacons to shrink the Virginia Tech lead down to just 14. Here's a more half-court press being established by Virginia Tech. Foul's been committed against number 2, Kaya Harrison, against Virginia Tech. It'll be a side out for Virginia Tech here. Harrison cannot believe the foul was called on her.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of put her shoulder right into the chest of Soul rather, and she fell to the ground.
Soul passes it to Amor here at the half-court line. Amor to Soul. Soul to Trailer. Wake Forest doing a good job switching on their players. Back to Amor. Amor to King. Amore stuck out on the right wing. She passes into Kitley down the block. Kitley gets double teamed. Let's see what she can do with it. And is being called a jump ball. Very quick jump ball called by the referees. Virginia Tech fans here are not very happy with that call, but Wake Forest would love to get the ball back to try and shrink this lead.
Yeah, I would like to see the ball being held between the two players a little longer, as it was called very quickly.
Here's Harrison driving up the right side for Wake Forest. Harrison dribble drives. She has a nice screen stat for her. She gets it out to Elise Williams. Elise Williams dribble drives against Kayla King. Her layup is fouled. It is no good, but she goes to the line. Very impressive that she got that layup off, actually, as it was very tight defense being played by Kayla Kings, but it'll be Williams with another chance here at the line. She's already 1 for 1 today.
Yeah, Elise Williams, 9.8 points per game. It's a 3-star recruit, according to ESPN, coming out of high school.
Subbing in for the Hokies is Deja Gregg for Kayla King. Virginia Tech going with a bigger lineup here, subbing in Gregg. The first free throw is good by Williams.
So 6 points for her. Had 10 points against Miami just a couple of days ago.
Here's Williams' chance to get the second points as Virginia Tech crowd tries to distract her, but her second free throw is good. It is now a 12-point lead for Virginia Tech, 37-25. Full court press, half full court press being established by Wake Forest without much effort. Here's Georgia Amore. She's dribbling up and around the right-hand side. She gets fouled. Ashley's going in for a layup, but it'll be a foul called on the floor against number 2, Kaya Harrison. She picks up her 3rd personal foul, close to fouling out. Wake Forest is finding themselves in a lot of foul trouble thus far. Gregg passes the ball to Amore. Amore back to Gregg. Trailer at top of the key. Trailer to Kitley. Kitley, a bit of a rough pass to Georgia Amore, but she's able to recover very nicely. Kitley's down in the post with a mismatch. She dribble drives very nicely, and it is another 2 points for Elizabeth Kitley. As you mentioned earlier, Wes, she is just clicking. She's up to 14 points. It is on easy mode tonight here against Wake Forest.
Yeah, nice pivot move from Kitley.
A 3-point shot is good by number 21, Elise Williams. Her first 3 of the game. She's now shooting 50% from the 3-point arc. She grabs her 10th point. Very nice dribble drive in by Georgia Amore. Ball's kicked out to Keon Trailer. Trailer sitting on the right wing. Back down to Gregg. Kitley is left wide open due to a mismatch and a bad call scheme done by Wake Forest. Leaves Elizabeth Kitley wide open. She adds just another points. Confusion between Demira Hines and number 20, Olivia Sumil, giving Elizabeth Kitley another 2 points. Here's Elise Williams. She finds Sumil. Sumil at the top of the key. Her 2-point shot clanks off the front of the rim, and another foul is called against Wake Forest. Once again, they're not happy with these weak fouls, I would say, called by the referee staff here. That foul will be on Elise Williams. Here's Amore driving up. Virginia Tech looks to set up in motion here.
Already 3 fouls in this quarter.
Amore back down to Kitley. Same for Virginia Tech. Back out to Amore. Back down to Kitley against Hines. A strong matchup right here. Let's see what Kitley can do. She drives over towards the left side in the paint. She picks up a hook shot, and it is good. She adds just another 2 points, up to 18 already, almost outscoring Wake Forest. She herself is down only to 11 to this whole entire Wake Forest side as Virginia Tech here at Cassell Coliseum gets loud. Ball is being kicked out to Sumil. Sumil at the top of the key. She finds Kaya Harrison. Harrison out to Elise Williams, the pump fake. She drives in. Great defense being played by Virginia Tech, and the ball is reclaimed by Deja Gregg. Gregg out to Georgia Moore, who starts off on the right side, drives in. Very good defense being played by Kaya Harrison, not allowing her to get through. But once again, they find Kitley. Kitley up against Hines. Kitley takes one dribble, picks it up, has to kick it back out to Gregg. Gregg fakes a 3-point shot just to give it right back down to Kitley in the block. Kitley finds Taylor Soule. Soule drives in. A nice spin move put up. And another 2 points for Taylor Soule. Virginia Tech cannot be stopped thus far early on into the second half.
When it comes to ball handling, Taylor Soule has dominated that from both sides. I mean, what a move by Taylor Soule. Spinning to the left, to her left side.
A technical foul has been called against Virginia Tech. It looked like Wake Forest called a timeout, something that Kenny Brooks did not like. He ended up maybe talking a little bit too loudly to the ref as he's called a technical foul against Kenny Brooks. That would certainly be something to watch out for. the referees are discussing, and as they are taking a break, so we will be right back here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum. Virginia Tech leads the Wake Forest Demon Deacons 45-29. Right before we left, a technical foul was called against Virginia Tech head coach Kenny Brooks. So it'll be Jewel Spear shooting 2 technical free throws for the Demon Deacons in an attempt to bring this lead down to 14.
Yeah, Spears 10 points already in today's game, 2 from 2 from the free throw line. Williams also has 10 points for Wake Forest, so both those players have double digits.
Spears' first free throw, nothing but net. It is good. This would be a bit of a momentum swing if they could draw 4 points or even a possible 5 points out of this Virginia Tech lead. The second free throw is good. It will be Wake Forest position on the side out, setting on the right side.
Yeah, so a 14-point difference now, 45-30. So, yeah, you're right. If get a 3, 45-31 rather, be big time for them.
Harrison gets the ball to number 24, Jewel Spear. Jewel Spear, a long 3 has been attempted, and it rattles in. Very nice 3 taken by Jewel Spear. Her third three-pointer of the game. She adds to 15 points now. Amor passes the ball to Greg. Greg to Trailer on the left wing. Back out to Amor. Taylor Swoll left wide open. She tries to drive in. The ball is very nicely ripped away by Jewel Spear. A bit of a scramble. The ball goes out of bounds at half court for Wake Forest. Great defense being played right there by Jewel Spear as Taylor Swoll tried to drive into the interior.
Yeah, Taylor Swoll, a very aggressive player and has worked throughout the game for her. But they're right there a little too sloppy going into the lane. I mean, she has 10 points herself.
It looks like a timeout has been called here. And now for Virginia Tech, they're setting with just 7 turnovers on the day. But for Wake Forest on the other hand, is setting at 12. That might be one of the key differences between the two sides.
Yeah.
Wes, what has improved for this Wake Forest side?
They've gotten some stops. I think Virginia have looked at a little bit on the Virginia Tech misses, especially with that one with Soul. But I think they're coming up on the offensive side, which has helped them, and they just have to kind of flip the script a little bit on defense and come up with bigger stops on defense. Defense is what wins championships. If you're going to let them score, then you're not going to win the game. So, Kitley, Soul, and Amor all have triple digits. It's 18 Kitley, 10 Soul, and Amor 11. That's what they got to continue to shut those 3 down. And the problem with Kitley, there's a 4-inch difference with her and Hines. So you don't know when she's going to drive or make a post move on you. And, it's just, for her, it's just been looking like it's very easy. 8 for 10, which is unheard of. 80% from the field is crazy. But, she's the bright spot for Virginia Tech today and throughout the season. And Virginia Tech, if they want to go far in this year's tournament, then Kitley's really got to be on along with Amor.
When you look at the shooting numbers for both teams here in the third quarter, Wake Forest converting an efficient 3 for 5, shooting 60%. Virginia Tech even better, 5 for 6, 83.3%. Personal fouls is another thing coming into trouble for Wake Forest, as both Kaya Harrison and Demira Hines both have 3. Nia Becker with 2 as she checks in for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons here.
Kaya Harrison, 25 minutes she's playing the whole game for Wake Forest, and she averages 30.4 per game. So she's 5 minutes away from going over her average, and there's 4:50 to go in the third quarter. She's going to be well above that average. Of course, she only has 5 points. She's averaged 8.2, but they're going to have her out there for a while because they need her to contribute big time for Wake Forest down the stretch in this one.
Plays are about ready to be getting underway again here with 4:50 left in the third quarter. Coach Kenny Brooks still having some discussions with the referee. I know they're not on the best of terms right now. But for Wake Forest, they're only setting down 11. They've had an efficient third quarter thus far. We'll be able to see if they can shrink this lead down.
Yeah, Kenny Brooks in the 7th year of Virginia Tech, a 137-win coach. Led Tech to back-to-back NCAA appearances.
Here's Kaya Harris at top of the key. Motion being ran. It sets up number 14, Nia Becker. Back to Harrison. Harrison drives in, being guarded nicely by Georgia Amor. Ball is being passed out to Elise Williams. Elise Williams, a step back 2 is good to shrink the Virginia Tech lead down to 9. Amor dribbling up. She's at half court. Virginia Tech going to need to step up this defense to prevent a Wake Forest comeback. Here's Trailer. Back to Amor. Goes to Greg. Greg down to Kitley in the post. Kitley shot is no good, but she is fouled. She looks to have been injured a little bit hard right there, but she appears to get up, maybe moving a little bit gingerly as she will step to the line. That will certainly be something to look out for. She's shooting 2 for 3 from the free throw line thus far. 7 rebounds. Once again, she's just 6 shy of hitting 1,000 boards.
Yeah, that was Nia Becker who fouled her.
Kitley's first free throw is good.
Becker, a 5'8", and Kitley 6'6", so that's a big difference.
Certainly a size mismatch.
Yeah, it was a huge mismatch.
Both free throws are good for Elizabeth Kitley. Here is Harrison. Harrison being picked up by Georgia Amor. Ball is being passed to Jewel Spear. Jewel Spear covered very tightly by Keon Trailer. Spear finds Demira Hines. Hines against Kitley. A nice move being put up by Demira Hines. She turns to the right, then fakes and turns to the left to fool Kitley. Another 2 points for Demira Hines. Wake Forest up to 36. Ashley Obosu has checked into the game. Her first floater of the second half is an air ball. Ball is recovered very nicely by Wake Forest as defense seems to be stepping up thus far. Here's number 24, Jewel Spear. A three-point shot is good. It is her 4th three-pointer of the game on the left wing. Brings the Virginia Tech lead down to just 9.
Wake Forest slowly inching back in this one.
Lead drops to 7, as Georgia Amor kicks down to Kitley in the post. Kitley tries to find a shot. She has to pass out the Trailer. Trailer to Obosu. Obosu at top of the key. Her three-point shot is good. Back-to-back threes for both sides extends the Virginia Tech lead back up to 9. 50-41 in favor of Wake Forest. Ashley Obosu with her first points of the game with that three-point shot.
Yeah, you can see she still has tape on that pinky that she broke. First game was a couple days ago against Pitt. Trying to find her way again.
Spear Hines at the top of the key. Ball passed out to Jewel Spear. Spear out to Becker. Wake Forest confused with the play call going on right here. Ball is passed to Kai Harrison. She drives in, splits 2 defenders. She missed the layup, but the ball is put back in by Demira Hines. Lackluster on the Virginia Tech rebounding in to allow Demira Hines her 6th point of the game.
There was no help on the defensive side in the paint for Virginia Tech. It was just Kitley. Georgia
Amor out to Keon Trailer. Trailer drives in, sets out the free throw line, backs out. Dumps the ball right back to Kitley. Kitley, turnaround 2 is no good. Clanks off the front of the rim, rolls towards the right side. Ball is being picked up by Elise Williams, a sophomore guard who's been on fire over the past couple of games. Here's Williams. The lead sets just 7 points for Virginia Tech, 50-43. Jewel Spear on the ball.
2 minutes to go in the third.
Screen being set by Hines. A foul has been drawn by number 24, Jewel Spear, against number 23, Keona Trailer for Virginia Tech. Seems to be some confusion with the Wake Forest team with their plays being set up, but, I mean, right now it's beating Virginia Tech, so.
Yeah, I mean, Hines was just standing there, had a stable pick for about, 10 seconds, and she was just running around her. And then finally, Keona just, I guess, fouled her. But, yeah, you're right. Confusion for Wake Forest.
Demira Hines out to Jewel Spear. She cannot handle the ball well. It'll be a turnover. One of the first turnovers committed of the second half, a genuine large improvement for Wake Forest. It'll be Virginia Tech ball.
Yeah, you can't do that when you're going on a run. You have an opportunity to make it a 4-point game, and now you have to give Virginia Tech the ball.
Here's Georgia Amor. Amor to Kitley. Kitley to Soul at top of the key. Trailer on the left-hand wing. A very nice pass being played between Soul and Georgia Amor. And a three-point shot on the left wing is good for Georgia Amor. She knocks down her 4th three of the game. Very nice play being set up by Virginia Tech as Soul and Amor played a little 1-2. Here is Jewel Spear on the ball. Spear, her three-point shot is good. Jewel Spear on fire tonight from the three-point line, converting her 5th out of 8 attempts from the three-point arc. Here's Trailer. Trailer Ashley Obosu is left wide open on the right flank. She passes off the Trailer. Trailer sitting on that right side of the ball. Goes off her feet, and it will be a turnover by Virginia Tech. Ball is claimed by Wake Forest. Great defense being played right there by Elise Williams.
Yeah, Spear averages just over 14 points per game, and they have kept her in there. She's playing at 25 minutes and has 21 points. So they needed a big game from her, and she's delivering for sure.
Without doubt, her highest score beating Elise Williams by 9. Ball is being picked up by Harrison. Harrison to Spear. Screen being stopped by Hines. A switch on to Kitley. Ball passed out to Nia Becker. Nia Becker runs into Taylor Soul. The foul is not called. She kicks it off to Demira Hines. She puts up a 2-point shot and is fouled. The hoop did not go in, but she'll go to the line. The Virginia Tech fans did not like that foul that they thought should have been called against number 14, Nia Becker.
Yeah, it seemed like the left hand of Kitley was on kind of the back of Hines. Made her kind of alter the shot, but some would say that was soft.
Here's Demir Hines. Her first free throw is up and good. Virginia Tech lead falls down to just 6 points, 53-47, with 46 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Demir Hines only played 9 minutes against Miami, and we were wondering whether Marta Morales was going to come in and play for her.
Her second free throw is no good, rebounded by Kitley. Georgia Amore looking to orchestrate something with 40 seconds remaining, 22 on the shot clock. Georgia Amore to Owosu. Foul's been committed against Liz Kitley on number 24, Drew Spear. What an impact she is having in this third quarter, drawing another foul. And a foul committed against Liz Kitley. That will be just her second personal foul of the game. I'm sorry, her third personal foul of the game.
Yeah, not good for Virginia Tech. Wake Forest up 27-18 in the third quarter. That's what's kind of little baby steps.
Kitley being subbed out for Deja Gregg. As here's Kaya Harrison. Harrison at half court. About a half a second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harrison making sure that's going to be the last shot taken of the first half. She gives it to Spear. Spear drives in against Amore. Her 2-point shot is good, and she is fouled by Georgia Amore. It is a possibility for a 3-point play here. The lead sits at just 49-53 in terms of Virginia Tech. What a swing has been in the third quarter as Jewel Spear goes to the line.
Yeah, she can make it a one-possession game with this free throw. And Spear has just really delivered for Wake Forest exactly what they needed.
Here's Spear's free throw with 9.2 seconds remaining. Her free throw is good. It is just a 3-point game.
Yeah, so there it is. She just broke her season high of points. 24.
A 3-point shot is taken quickly by Amore. It clinks off the top of the rim. The ball is being very not well moved all around the arc, and Virginia Tech cannot get up a good shot. It ends up being a Deja Gregg 3 as there's a scramble between Gregg and King to end the third quarter. Score sets 53-50, Virginia Tech favor. We'll be right back here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum here. Record-breaking night for both Elizabeth Kitley, who's now on the bench, and for Drew Spear of Wake Forest. Kitley for Virginia Tech, breaking the field goal made record, and she's setting just 5 rebounds shy of 1,000 career rebounds. Meanwhile, for Drew Spear, she's setting 3 3-pointers made, so 9 points, all from threes, from breaking the record of most 3-pointers against Virginia Tech. Ball is quickly kicked to Kitley in the post, and her first attempt of the fourth quarter is good.
Yeah, that's how you start a quarter for Virginia Tech. You immediately come out and score.
Here's Harrison, who's yet to sit down for a minute. Kicks the ball to Jewel Spear. Spear on the left wing. Gets the ball to Nia Becker. Not a great pass, but great recovery by Becker. She drives in against Soul, puts her back to her. Kicks out to Elise Williams. Williams against Owosu. Williams pulls up a 2-point shot. Is no good. Clanks off the backside of the rim. Ball is recovered by Owosu. She kicks the ball to Georgia Amore. Ball is put out to Owosu, sitting on the left wing. She pumps, drives in, does a step back, fakes a step back, turns to her right, puts up a shot. Is no good. The ball is kicked off the foot of a couple players and is recovered by Wake Forest. Sluggish start by Virginia Tech early on here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harrison. Harrison down the left side. Switched on is now Taylor Soul covering her. Harrison takes advantage of the speed matchup, drives in, does a reverse layup. A call is fouled against foul is called against Taylor Soul. It will send number 2 Kaya Harrison to the line.
Yeah, Kaya Harrison I mean, she has not taken a breather. And she's played 31 minutes. There's 40 minutes in a basketball game. There's 9 minutes to go in the game. I mean, they just kept her in. You know, Virginia Conley, Andrews, and Shrugs have all seen playing time, but they just kept her in the whole time.
Here's Harrison's first free throw. It is up and good. She still remains 100% from the free throw line in this game.
Yeah, getting 4 points out of her 6 points from the line.
Harrison's second free throw is up and good.
1 from 6 from the field. So not a great shooting night for her, but they've kept her out there.
Score reads 55-52 in favor of Virginia Tech. Just a narrow 3-point lead. Here's Amor. Amor out to Owusu. Great motion being played. Trailer at the top of the key. She has a wide open 2-point shot. It is no good. Just hits the backboard, not even the rim. But the rebound is covered by Taylor Soule. She puts up a 2-point shot. Is fouled. The 2-pointer missed, but she'll be going to the line to try and reclaim those 2 points.
Yeah, Virginia Tech, especially Taylor Soule, has just really cruised on the offensive boards. Has at least 3, and she's getting second efforts. That's how you win games.
Here's Soule's first free throw. It is up and good to extend the lead to 4 points for Virginia Tech with 8:37 remaining here in the fourth. Soule lines up for a second free throw. It is up and clings off the rim a couple times, but falls in for the Hokies. Lead up to 5, 57-52.
12 points for her today.
Here's Harrison. Harrison out to Spear. Double screen Saff for Spear. Mismatch caused some confusion for Virginia Tech. Spear's 3-point shot is no good. She attempted it when it looked like she had no defender on her, but it hit off the left side of the rim. Ball is quickly driven up by Georgia Amor. She kicks out to Soule. Soule to Trailer. Trailer to Ashley Owusu. Owusu's 2-point shot. Silky shot, but is no good. Ball is recovered by Taylor Soule. Another offensive rebound for her. Another offensive rebound as her miss goes into the hands of Elizabeth Kitley, who scores her 24th point here of the night.
We just found the problem for Wake Forest, and that's defensive rebounds. This game could be tied.
Here is Spear on the right wing, on the left wing. Spear driving a very nice cut by Nia Becker, although her layup cannot follow suit. Ball is rebounded by Taylor Soule. Soule quickly cuts it out to Amor.
Wide open for Nia Becker, but she misses the layup.
Georgia to Amor to Keon Trailer. Trailer to Soule. Soule pushes into Becker. No foul is called. Becker's upset, but Taylor Soule shrugs her shoulders as she hits a wide open 2 as Nia Becker was lying on the floor.
A little celebration from her. She's hype.
Here's Harrison on the ball. Timeout being called by Wake Forest. A bit of a run by both sides where Virginia Tech has extended the lead to 9 points. And as the teams take a timeout, so we here on 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Cassell Coliseum here. Virginia Tech leads 61-52 with 7:17 remaining in the fourth quarter. A side out for Wake Forest as they've gone on a bit of a run here competing. As the game looked like it could have been a Virginia Tech blowout early on, Wake Forest hasn't been able to recover. Elise Williams with the throw into Kaya Harrison. Demira Hines sat on the right wing wide open. Harrison kicks to Nia Becker. Nia Becker at the top of the key. She passes to Jewel Spear on the left wing. Ball's passed back out to Nia Becker. Finds Spear once again. Spear kicks the ball to Demira Hines. Her 2-point shot is up and good. Rattles around the front end of the rim and it rolls right back in against Taylor Soule, as Georgia Amor dribbles up for Virginia Tech. She finds Trailer. Back to Amor. Amor to King. King to Taylor Soule. Here on the left wing. Amor's 3. She takes a 3 from the left wing. Is no good. Rebounded by Demira Hines. As Elizabeth Kitley went up for the offensive rebound, she was just bodied off it by Hines. Ball is given to the hands of Elise Williams. Screen is set. Very nice move by Elise Williams to drive in. She sits on the right block. She's looking for options. And a travel is called as she had no help. Kaya Harrison attempted to claim the ball from her, but
yeah, she picked up her pivot foot.
Yeah, miscommunication.
It wasn't called for a second, and fans were wondering why, and then they called it.
Miscommunication between the Deacons. Here's Amor. Amor off to King. Quick ball movement here by Virginia Tech. Leaves it off to Kitley. Kitley to Soule at top of the wing. Georgia Amor. A pass has been shot out to Kayla King. She pump fakes, spread her 3-point shot, finds nothing but the left side of the rim. Ball is recovered by Wake Forest. quick ball movement here by Virginia Tech, but it is yet to come up with any points as of late. Here's Spear. Spear being covered by Taylor Soule. Ball passed in to Nia Becker. Becker dribbles out and dribbles back in against Traylor. Demira Hines left wide open on top of the key. She kicks it. And a 3-point shot has been taken by Jewel Spear. She's yet to hit a 3 as of late. She cannot break that Virginia Tech record quite yet. Ball's recovered by Georgia Amore. Here's Traylor. Traylor looks for options, having to pass back to Amore. Ball's being moved around this Virginia Tech arc very nicely. Amore into Soule. Soule double teamed, almost triple teamed. Kick back out to Amore. Her 3-point shot, top of the key, is good. She extends the lead to 10 points for Virginia Tech, 54-64 in favor of the Hokies. That's Georgia Amore's 5th 3-point shot of the game.
She's what's kept them into the game.
Here's Kaya Harrison for the Demon Deacons. Harrison gives the ball to Spear. Screen stop by Hines. Hines is left wide open. A 3-point shot has been taken by number 21, Elise Williams. Kayla King tried to move in on Hines. Ball's kicked out to Elise Williams very nicely, but a 3-point shot could not find the bottom of the net. Amore loses her dribble. She picks it up. Screen stop by Kitley. Amore drives in against the taller Hines. She kicks out to Kayla King. A wide open three on the left corner is no good. Here's Jewel Spear on a 1-on-2 fast break. Spear drives in. Her floater is no good as well. Ball's recovered by Kitley.
Wake Forest struggling when it on the offensive side when it matters. And you're down by 10 with 4 minutes to go.
A timeout has been called. Virginia Tech urging themselves to calm down and to not go with the flow that this Wake Forest likes to establish as high tempo.
I'm a little surprised by the timeout by Kenny Brooks. The offense is not shooting that bad, and I mean when you see the offense side of Wake Forest and they're shooting this poorly the last 3 minutes, I would think that you would let them play. I mean, you're up by 10. You have a couple more timeouts to work with.
Yeah.
3 more timeouts to work with.
Wake Forest shooting just 1 for 7 so far here in the fourth quarter, shooting a measly 14.3%. But it's not much better for Virginia Tech. They're shooting 4 for 11, 36.4% from the field. Neither team's being able to find it here.
Yeah, Spear 5 for 11 from 3. And I would say, I mean, she's forcing the 3 instead of trying to get open, maybe in the paint. There's only 4 of her shots have been in front of the arc. I mean, she has 24 points, but I mean, at what cost at this point if you're just going to keep on chucking up shots and not going to make it?
Exactly. The defense for Wake Forest has certainly improved, but we're able to see if they can fix on the offensive end, making just 1 field goal thus far, as there's just about 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter as play is by to resume. It will be Virginia Tech ball. It will be Soule passing it in here from a side out.
11-4 difference in the fourth quarter.
Soule gets the ball, pass it to Amore. Wake Forest switching to a man-to-man defense. Here's Taylor Soule. She drives in to hoop plus the harm for Taylor Soule. A foul committed against Demira Hines. She shrugs her shoulders, wondering why, but Taylor Soule does not care. She gets another and 1 here. She grabs her 16th point of the game, possibility for a 17th.
She's been dominating all parts of the game today.
Here's Soule's free throw up. And no good. Ball is recovered by Hines. Hines to Harrison down towards the Quilling Clinic logo. Harrison dribbles into the middle of the court. She kicks to Jewel Spear. Screen being stopped by Nybecker. Cannot get Keon Traylor off Spear though. Spear to Elise Williams, a sophomore. Elise Williams drives in. Kicks it out to Harrison. Harrison to Demira Hines. Hand interface by Kitley. Very nice pass from Hines. Ball's recovered by Wake Forest. Ball's running out of bounds. Kaya Harrison recovers it. Kicks it out to Nia Becker, although that shot clock expired. That is, I believe, their 3rd shot clock violation of this game. It is simple mistakes against Wake Forest.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not paying attention to how long they've had the ball. 3 shot clock violations is really usually unheard of.
Here's Traylor. Traylor, nice crossover. A layup, a left-handed layup is up and good for Kiana Traylor to extend the Virginia Tech lead to 14.
Yeah, Virginia Tech pulling away here with 3:06 to go.
You're really seeing the gulf inequality between these two sides right here. A Williams step back three is no good. Heads off the backside of the rim. Another rebound for Liz Kitley. She's sitting just one rebound shy of that 1,000 rebound mark. Ball is given to Amore. Amore also sets just one assist shy of leading Virginia Tech all time in ACC play for assist. She kicks the ball. Kiana Traylor, who has a very nice drive-in bird layup, sits on the rim before rolling right off. Here's Nia Becker inside the paint. She passes off to Jewel Spear. Spear loses her dribble, was able to reclaim it very quickly. Spear drives in against Kayla King. Her two-point shot is good. Another foul, believe it or not, caught against Virginia Tech. She'll go to the line. And next thing you know, this game is still certainly alive as Wake Forest will possibly find themselves down by just 9.
Yeah, Wake Forest needed that. I mean, that was big time to get the and one for Spear. And she, 26 points.
Checking in
Big
for
game
Wake
for
Forest is number 13, Marta Morales. She's subbing in for Nia Becker.
Yeah, Morales. 4 points against Miami, 21 minutes. That's a career high as Hines only played 9.
Here is Spears' free throw. It is good. Virginia Tech lead is trimmed down to just 9.
Wake Forest now has 4 players over the 30-minute mark.
Wake Forest initiates a half-court press. Ends up working in the favor of Wake Forest. They pressure Georgia and Morris. Her foot just barely steps out. Virginia Tech is trying to appeal it, but the refs are not willing to hear it. Elise Williams will be passing the ball in for Wake Forest. A sloppy turnover committed by Virginia Tech keeps Wake Forest into this game. Here's Harrison. She passes Spear on the left flank. Spear has room to run. She crosses over Kiana Traylor. Her layup, though, is no good. Very nice recovery defense by Kiana Traylor. Here's Georgia Amore.
Up by 11, 2 minutes to go.
Amore to Traylor. Traylor dribbling around, trying to, looks like, find Kitley inside. Ball's being kicked around. Out to Georgia Amore. Way beyond the three-point line. Screen is sat by Taylor Soule. Amore fakes a three, kicks to Soule. Soule into Kitley. Kitley's two-point shot is good. Another foul converted by Elizabeth Kitley. She moves her total up to 26 points. She'll have the opportunity for another three-point play. Elizabeth Kitley shooting an efficient 10 for 13, including 4 for 5 from the line.
Executed perfectly. Just a dump down to her. You know, she has the height difference with 4 inches on Hines.
Kitley now just sits 4 field goals away from breaking her own record against Appalachian State of 14 field goals. Here's Jewel Spear with the ball for Wake Forest. Spear drives against Taylor Soule. A foul called against Taylor Soule. Believe it or not, another foul has been called here. The foul will be called on the floor, though.
There'll be 3 fouls for both teams.
Confusion on where the ball will be passed in at. It is going to take over on the right side of the half-court line. Elise Williams passes it to Kai Harrison. Jewel Spear left on an island over on his left side, but she moves more in to get populated. She takes a three-point shot top of the key and is no good. Her three-point shot not finding the mark as of late.
There's another just ill-advised three-point shot.
Rebound was recovered by King. She kicks to Georgia Amore. Amore very, very nicely backs in to number 24. Jewel Spear commits another foul on Spear. Great awareness by the Australian Amore right there to draw that foul against Spear.
There's another foul.
King passes the ball into Georgia Amore. Screen is snapped by Soule. Amore drives into a wide open paint. She kicks it off to Kitley. A very nice dump off. And there we go. Georgia Amore, ACC, Virginia Tech ACC record and assist right there. Very nice pass to Elizabeth Kitley. 1 minute remaining. Virginia Tech leads by 15. This game looks all but over. A two-point shot attempted by Kai Harrison is no good. Rebound tipped off to Taylor Soule. Soule sitting on this right flank. She holds on to it. Gives the ball to Traylor. Traylor, very nice spin move. Foul is committed as Traylor takes a hard foul as she lands onto the floor. Foul is committed by number 21, Elise Williams.
Yeah, so the 5th foul against Wake Forest. And they're going to be looking at whether this is a flagrant foul, I think.
The foul was on Harrison, not Williams, excuse me.
This play might be under review.
Yeah, it does look to be under review. Now, as this clock winds down, just a 15-point difference. When West going into this fourth quarter, Wake Forest is down by only around 9. What has happened this fourth quarter that has caused Virginia Tech to extend this lead?
Wake Forest, they had to come into the fourth quarter and continue their well shooting, and that did not happen. Spear kept shooting threes. She was missing him. I mean, they had to miss layups. They weren't getting any defensive rebounds. Virginia Tech just dominated on their own rim, and then that's how you win games. That's not how you win games for Wake Forest. I mean, you got to make your shots. You got to make your layups. It's as simple as that. I mean, you have to score. And Virginia Tech kind of just went on with business, and like nothing, like they were up by 10 the whole time, and now they're up by 16. So it's a big difference.
Most definitely. Wake Forest shooting honestly a dreadful 2 for 12, 16.7%, only scoring 7 points throughout this fourth quarter when they scored 30 throughout the third as they looked to be marching back. But the fourth quarter opted for otherwise.
So I don't think they're going to call a flagrant.
It looks like it is still under review here. When you look at Wake Forest, a large number of turnovers, 15 compared to Virginia Tech's 10. Sloppy from both sides, but especially from Wake Forest. You also look at a lack of minutes from Olivia Samuel, only just 20 when she's usually one of the higher earners on the team. The play of Nia Becker hasn't been that great for Wake Forest, as she has checked in for Samuel multiple times throughout this game.
Wake Forest 4 for 4 from the three-point mark in the third quarter, and that's what got them back into the game. And then 9 for 12 in total in field goals, and now 2 for 12, 0 for 4 from 3. And then Virginia Tech, I mean, you can be 2 for 16. You're still going to be up in this game when you're facing a team who shoots that poorly in a quarter.
Yeah, we've known coming in all season that it is Wake Forest's strength is their defense. They have not been able to pick up their offense really much throughout this whole entire season, as they're sitting at 11-8, soon to fall to 11-9, barring an extraordinary comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Soule, Elizabeth Kitley, Georgia Amore all averaged double-digit points, and actually Wuzu and Kayla King both averaged 9. And then when you look at the Wake Forest side, one player is Spear, who averages 14 points per game, and then Kaya Harrison, who's the number 2 scorer, at least Williams rather, second leading scorer on the team at 9.8. So it's only one double-digit score on the team when it comes per game.
It ended up not being called a technical foul as Traylor knocks down her first free throw to extend the lead to 16 in favor of Virginia Tech with 43.4 seconds left. Traylor's second free throw is up and good. Ball is passed into Harrison. Harrison kicks it out to Spear. Spear with the ball. Very tight coverage by Kayla King. Ball is given to number 13, Morales. Wake Forest cannot find. They try and attempt a very nice backdoor cut by Spear, though, as a very quickly intercepted by Kiana Traylor. She would just let this clock wind down, it appears.
Yep, the shot clock is turned off. There's 18 seconds left in the game.
Another big win for Virginia Tech looming as they'll look to move to 16-3. They're currently ranked 12th in the nation. For Wake Forest, a bit of a tough pill to swallow. They had a great third quarter, as I mentioned earlier, scoring 30 points, but their fourth quarter scoring just 7 points. As the clock winds down here at Cassell Coliseum, it will be a Virginia Tech win as they win 74-57.
An absolute dominant performance in the fourth quarter. Virginia Tech outscores Wake Forest 21-7 when Wake Forest got within 3 points of Tech in the third quarter. I mean, it all went down to the shooting, whether who was going to shoot better. That's what it was going to come down in the fourth quarter, and that was Virginia Tech by far. They went 50% from the field, but Wake Forest was 16.7% from the field. That's not going to work out, and that's not how you're going to win games. And that is not including the defensive effort, the offensive effort on rebounds by Virginia Tech. I mean, Taylor Soule especially, 8 rebounds, 16 points for her. And, per game, she averages 5.5 per game. So a big defensive, offensive rebound performance by her. Kitley gets her double-double. She got 28 points, 12 rebounds. She had 5 turnovers in total. That's more than her average. That's the most on the team. She'd have 1 block and 2 steals. And then Georgia Amore doing what she does best. 6 assists, 17 total points. And Virginia Tech, coming into this game, Virginia Tech, obviously the favorite. And they started off hot. It looked like Wake Forest was lost, and they kind of found their groove. Wake Forest did in the third quarter. And we were wondering, because the last couple games, Virginia Tech has played down to their level of opponent. I mean, 69 to 63, 62 against Pitt. I mean, Pitt is 7-11, well below 500, and you got to wonder, will Virginia Tech play down to Wake Forest's level? And they did for a little bit, but they get back to their normal things, and there's no questions asked of why they're the 12th best team in the country, and maybe top 10 here pretty soon.
Yeah, dominant fourth quarter, as you mentioned, by Virginia Tech. Top scorers, as we are about to leave here, Jewel Spear for Wake Forest of 27 points. An efficient 8 for 18, although during that fourth quarter, her three-point shot failed. Meanwhile, for Virginia Tech, it is led by Elizabeth Kitley of 28 points. As you mentioned, 5 turnovers, not the best. She still sets this 1 rebound shy of that 1,000 rebound mark. Thought we were going to hit it today, but she's currently sitting at 999. For Georgia Amore, as I previously mentioned, she's a Virginia Tech all-time leader in ACC assists. But Elizabeth Kitley does claim maybe the most prestigious record of all, with the most field goals made throughout a career, as she breaks the previous record. For West Clarke, I'm Connor Mardian here at Cassell Coliseum. Well, next week, Wake Forest will attempt to avenge their season as they take on Louisville. Meanwhile, for Virginia Tech, they travel down to Duke to face the 13th ranked Duke Blue Devils. For 3304 Sports, I'm Connor Mardian.